back, ladies and gentlemen, and you're still watching the Nile Cruise on Nile TV International, and our topic between Cairo's alleys and the universal words, a conversation of Naguib Mahfouz on his life legacy and the literary vision. The words remembers Naguib Mahfouz as the Egyptian novelist who translated the heartbreak of Cairo and its alleys and its peoples and the transformation into stories that resonate across the generation. And to shed more light, we are much delighted to be joined with Dr. Amira Hamid, the cinematic critic. Hello and welcome to Nile TV International.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure having you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. So could you begin by painting a picture of the Naguib Mahfouz, the beginning, the life of his upbringing?
Okay. Naguib Mahfouz is a special case. He was born in the heart of Cairo in El Gamaleya in 1911.
Yes.
And he watched the events of the revolution of 1919. He was following what's happening behind his window. He was 7 years old when it occurred, and he said that corpses were laying by the roadside. Actually, his beginning started when he was 17. His artistic beginning, literary beginning, was when he was 17. He started writing, and his first story was published in magazine الرسالة. He started writing stories and novels, especially the trilogy of Cairo and other novels. About 400 novels were transferred to films, and most of them were in the list of the best 100 movies in the history of the Egyptian cinema. Also, he worked in the governmental sector, and he was the censor of the artistic, the censor of the Art Foundation. And also after the retirement, he was writing for Al Ahram until his death in 2006.
Okay.
Okay.
What do you think compelled him to turn from a civil service path into a life devoted to writing the novels and short stories and the screenplays?
Actually, that was his way, because he believed that cinema was the best method for these times to reach the person and talking to the citizen himself, the Egyptian citizen. You know, the literature of Naguib Mahfouz is a special one because it chronicles for Egypt, for Cairo especially. He admired Cairo, old Cairo, and how this society changes from worldwide, from the first worldwide to especially to 1952, and what's after this. And the changes, the patriotism, conferences, struggles of the people, all this changes his way many times. Also, from writing to cinema to writing in Al Ahram, every part of his life was for a reason, and that's why he's still an inspiration, and his work is still alive till now.
We all know that many of his works, especially his most famous ones, are rooted in the alleys and the streets of Cairo.
Yes.
How do the city itself shape his literature, characters, and their lives?
Not only the city, it's the look, how to look to the city. Because Naguib Mahfouz graduated from Jamiat Fouad Al-Awwal, Cairo University, philosophy sector, and he was really adapted by the philosophy of Voltaire, Enlightenment, and the existentialism. The existentialism, yes. Because you could see this, which is clear in all his novels.
His works.
Yes, especially El Harafish.
Yes.
Not only Cairo trilogy. Cairo trilogy chronicles the patriotism, the shape of this society from World War I to 1952, and the struggles inside this family in three different generations, three consequent generations.
Yes.
But Al Harafish actually talking about the struggle between the person, the human, and his fate, the person and the God. Gabalawi, this Fatawa, who put the rule on this LA.
Yes.
He it's just he is a symbol of the God, and Ashur al-Nagi was this is often a symbol for Adam, who really who leads the Harafish, and he struggles for his faith, and the oscillation between faith and doubt, because al-Gabalawi is not seen, but his rules really exist. So that raises doubts: is he really truly exists or not? And all about this. Also, he was really. This is the point. He was also shedding light on in all his works. Also, Lissu Kilab. This is the
Let
conference.
me
This struggle.
get back to the Cairo trilogy. As you said, that it remains a cornerstone of the modern Arabic literature. What makes it a milestone and a cornerstone? Why does it still resonate with the readers decades later?
Because it's a masterpiece. No one could do this, and and could reach. He could portray characters.
Yes.
And what's inside characters, like Chekhov. Yes.
Yes.
And destroy them.
This is, yes,
He
this
is,
is that. Through his the the portrayal of the ordinary Egyptian families across the generations, Mahfouz has captured major social political changes in Egypt. How did he succeed in balancing the realism, the historical sweep, and the intimate the details of the people?
the intimate. It's an it's a talent. Actually, he could portray every part of this because he lived in this.
Yeah.
Actually, his life was not in a straight line. He moved through Cairo and see lots of characters. Also, his work, and when he transferred from working in government, ministry, and he moved to many places in Cairo. He met many people of different jobs, so he could portray what's inside these characters. And this was on movies and in the screenwriters.
Dr. Amira, also the works of Mahfouz often deal with the social and the political and sometimes with the religious themes. How did he navigate these potentially sensitive topics?
He was subtle in this, because that's what it said in El Harafish, the struggle between the human and his fate, the person, and how that the law of God is still exists, but no, it's so him, and so that raised doubts between if it really exists or no. This oscillation he made very subtle in this. You could see this also in, I said, Elissu Kileb.
Yes.
Innocent person. He was played with his mind, and he was killing one. He was killing others.
Yes.
Searching
Concerning this point,
Yes.
do you think that he has both widely being admired and sometimes controversial? People sometimes admired these point of views.
Yes,
Yes,
that happened
they were.
many times, and he sometimes doubted this faith. Yes.
What significance did his winning the Nobel Prize in 1988 have, not only for him personally, but for the Arabic and the world literature more broadly?
It's very big honor to every literature, every filmmaker here in Egypt that we had someone who won Nobel Prize. Also, it shed more light from filmmakers around the world to the novels of Naguib Mahfouz, especially two Mexican directors.
Hmm.
Adopted two of his novels, Deo and Haya and Zuhail Mada. Also, Zuhail
Yes.
Mada was casted by Salma Hayek and
Mm.
changed the name from Hamida to Alma.
Hmm.
And
Yes, this was internationally introduced. Beyond
okay.
the novels, Mahfouz has experimented with the short stories and the screenplays and plays. How do these other genres can complement his legacy, and what did those works add to the novels alone?
Changing them to films, you
Yes,
mean?
changing
He
into plays and
into
screenplays
plays
and films. Yes.
and films,
Yes.
okay. He himself wrote more than 100 screenplays,
Yes.
dozens.
Yes.
Yes, especially Raya Wuskina. And he
Mhm.
said Salah Abu Saif was the father of scenario, who
Mhm.
taught him how to write scenario. And
Yeah.
except for him, he wasn't to write only one word in scenarios. That's by his words, Naguib
Yes.
Mahfouz himself.
Yes. Yes.
And he believed that. He was keen on not interfering with
Egypt inaugurated on July 14, 2019, the long-awaited museum for the only Arab Nobel laureate writer, Naguib Mahfouz. The museum is in the Mohammed Bik Abu Dahab complex, which was built in 1774 under Ottoman rule and is located beside the main entrance of Al-Azhar Mosque. Egypt's Ministry of Culture and the Ministry of Antiquities chose the complex of Abu Dahab due to its location near where Mahfoud was born and raised in Al Gamaliya until he was 7 years old. Naguib Mahfoud Museum consists of two floors. The first hosts halls for seminars, a visual sound library, a public library, and a library of critical research, including the most important research and studies on the work of Mahfoud. The second floor includes a suite for decorations and certificates obtained by the late writer, and another for his personal belongings, with some papers written in his own handwriting, in addition to the Hall of Literature, which includes all the works of Naguib Mahfouz in their old and new prints, along with all the writers' translated works, next to a cinema hall and several other ones.
Viewers, and we continue our topic with Dr. Amira Hamid, this cinematic critic. And our question was, beyond the novels, Mahfouz has experimented with the short stories and screenplays and plays. How do you, these genres can complement his legacy, and what did those works add to the novels alone?
Yes, okay. We were talking about screenplays. You mean how transferring film into screenplays? Actually, that's for Salah Abu Saif. He said this is the first one who told him how to write scenario, and without him, he wasn't to write only one word. That's by the words of Naguib Mahfouz. He wrote dozens of scenarios to the cinema, especially Al-Ikhtiyar, directed by Yusuf Shaheen, Raya Wuskina, directed by Salah Abu Saif, and the first one who transformed his novel بداية ونهاية. It was the first one, was Salah Abu Saif. Actually, he believed that he will set free, the director and the scenarist of someone else who is transforming his novel to a movie. He doesn't want to interfere in this, and he believed that they have to be free in creating their own masterpiece, except for but not exceeding or not leaving the main point of this novel, and not changing the form and the goal of the novel.
And going through this also question, we have several of his novels have been adapted into films and the television dramas. What way did these adaptations help to spread his vision of Egyptian life to the audiences?
Audience? Actually, everyone is affected by works of Naguib Mahfouz. He really thought that cinema can reach people deeply more than literature, because not everyone can read all these novels, but films reach people more. So I said that he chronicles to the Egypt's society transformations, and we couldn't forget الحب فوق هضبة الهرم, who portrayed the life of people after the economic liberalization, and how it affected everything: emotions, marriage, and life of everyone, the graduates, the youth, and everyone. Yes.
Also, Dr. Amira, Naguib Mahfouz's narrative style often blends the realism with the rich psychological insight and the symbolic sometimes. What are the most important things concerning?
Really related, because he was very cultured. Yes, he read to many persons, especially Dostoevsky, and he could make you see the photo of the person. He could draw the main characters. The main characters of this character he is drawing. When you read the novel, it's as you're seeing this person. He could portray them very well. Yes.
Okay. Also, considering the changes Egypt has undergone since his heyday, the social, culturally, and the technologically, do you feel that his depiction of the Cairo and its streets and its lives and its people still holds a relevance?
Yes, of course. Because every symbol in his novel is about Egypt and about Cairo. He loved Cairo, and he symbolizes everything there. Yes.
Dr. Amira Hamid, thank you so much for being with us on Nile TV International, and it's a pleasure having you on the Nile cruise. Ladies and gentlemen, a short break and we'll be right back.